Sheje kala kembe jingoroje tukje wazan duje ling la po jawe tenpa kune senjebe kagyu rembo chela chanzal eten lore rondang marmenze maung chamba tanda shajatu kunje tane nyamen drikungba jikten sungpong shabla kuchaza kanda chocho tonggen jikten na Tishan Lama Njurwa Gansu Da Dindra Tamba Choje Chamba Ne Sembran Doba Tamche Derche She Namo Hai Ke Dan Lu Dan No Je Ke Chunghum Da Dan Miye Ke Na Dan Rwa Kunje Chake Che Zamba Tamche Ke Tu Da Ke Chu Don Don. So, good afternoon, everybody, and good evening. Today, our short session here, which is requested by some students from the Garchen Rinpoche. The message from His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche, we heard, many of you, and Rinpoche wish that all students follow the teachings of His Eminence, wish to do the 4 application of the meditation and to read the Buddha Amitabha's mantra and the Buddha Amitabha's prayer of Sukhavati, which is composed by the Chakmé Raka Asi Karma Chakmé. So for this purpose, today I'm going to explain here short the 4 application the meditation and the little bit about how it comes. So usually the one master requests to such a we call shabrim. You hear that word, the shabrim means the to health, good spirit, and long life for the prayer. Each one you know, many of people. So normally we do the one of the long life deities, such as Waitara, Amitabha, and Vanishveshaya. So any others, Medicine Buddha, so etc. Our here we had last time from Holiness Chonsang, the Buddha Amitabha, and also Vajrasattva. It's very clear the Vajrasattva's recitation and practice is to purifying the samaya. It has said, Yogi Naropa, there is no any cause and obstacles for the life of the such yogi and masters. There's only thing that can be cause the problem is the samaya, especially the Dorje Tamsik, Vajra Samaya. Vajra Samaya means not only that we don't take care of the Samaya for between us and Rinpoche, I think everyone has deeply pure devotion to His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche. But as long when we take the empowerment from the one mandala, we drink the nectar from the one kapala, and we have got the Pumba, everyone one Pumba, each one your head touched. So that means we become the Vajra Mandala's family, Vajra brothers and sisters. So the Yogi Naropa told to the Yogi, to the Marpa, there is one Marpa return to the Tibet, remember? So the Naropa told your lineage, the Dharma will be the flourish until the samsara is empty or until the samsara exists. But your family lineage will be ceased because of the samayas, the betweens of the Vajra brothers, sisters, not that Naropa between the Marpa, for example. So this kind of the can be the obstacle and kind of the conditions. So that's why the purifying is the samaya, not only between with the Rinpoche that but we ourselves between the Dharma brothers, sisters, and through the international world. So we may not be perfect, each other together. And it is samaya with the yidam in you. We receive the empowerment transmissions that is required in the yidam practice, such a mantra, especially 10 to 10 offering the dharma, 10 to 10 offering the some prayer, some praise. Such things we don't do. We only do very little practice, of course. So that's why Yogi Miller Rebbe say, very important, if you are intelligent enough, Lama Yidam Kandrosum Chektuti the Nyamso Long. So Yogi Miller Rebbe say, the Guru Yoga, at least everyone should practice the Guru Yoga. Those who follow the student of His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche, the Rinpoche has also Guru Yoga. Otherwise, the Jigten Somgon's short Guru Yoga, something like that. Lama is a representative of the Yidam. Lama representative of the Dakini. Lama representative of the Lama. So Lama Yidam Kandrosum Chikduti the Nyamsulong means all of them within one practice. If you do, then it will be the Guru Yoga. So I think that's why the purifying the samayas, or you remember that Yogi Marpa also said, Chopa Tamche Rapang Lama Chopa Tsambracha, which means if you are not able to do all these yidams, all these deities that you receive, empowerment and teachings, you are not able to follow even each empowerment, end of the empowerment, we repeat it. We say that everything what you say, I will do it, but of course we don't do that. But that's why, so it's very important nowadays to do the Guru Yoga, one of the Guru Yoga, so that Lama represent Buddha Dharma Sangha, Lama represent the Guru Deva Dakini. Recently, I heard the message from the Holiness Chungsang also said, each of you follow the lineage of, for example, Drikung Dorje Ling, and we should pray every day Jigten Sumgong. One of the Jigten Sumgong's prayer should learn by heart every Sangha, short one maybe. So it's always saying, that prayer short in our Guru Yoga after the mantra. If you are familiar with the text from the Aachen publication, after Guru Yoga, they put the orange color Jigten Sumgong's pricing for the Jigten Sumgong. So such prayer is always said, he's the daily practice, doing that every day, never stopped. So such things is good for the purifying the samaya. So because of that reason, the Holiness mentioned that. So it would be very important to having the purifying the samaya. It's not, as I said, only between the teacher and student, but Vajra brothers, sisters, and then also the Dharmapalas, such as Makala, Achi, all these Dharmapalas. We promise in the Empower that we will do the Sergem, the tea offerings. And we don't do that. Many of us, we don't do. Sometimes we cannot do that, maybe have some forgiveness, but we don't do. We have lots of excuses excusing that I cannot do, I don't have text, I don't have that. So each one should have doing the Dharmapala prayers and Dharmapala, like kind of small offerings, if you do, would be very good to solve keep the samaya. And so that is the very big samaya, because Dharmapalas are, not all of them got enlightenment, such as Achi, Makala, yes, but many of them, so they feel also something is missing. So that's why the Vajrasattva mantra of taught last time is very important. Now, the four application meditation, the four foundation of mindfulness, English translated for foundation of mindfulness, mostly. Sometimes they say four application or four contemplation of the mind. So this is the very special way to the masters give this. Means because in the teaching from the Naropa and also the Kagyu master, especially one of the Drupa Kagyu master, Tsangpa Gyare, Kotsangpas, and they text the six verses of the how to call equivalent for the impartial or equivalent of six verses. The Ronyam Koto, it's called. So that in that term saying, one thing is that when the masters get like not well, or like our other teachers, so our worry. So when we do so many worry, we concern about, of course, we wish to be a master stay forever with us and also to long life. But the worry part of the mind is the negative emotion, understand? So even though it's not that we thinking not the bad about, we are worried because of the Rinpoche's health. We are worried because of the Rinpoche death. But that worry is the effect that sometimes the master's law and the life force as well, not really the directly the masters, but we that master feel that. So master become worry about because all my students are now sad. All my students are now worried. All my students are now having stress, understand? So because of that reason, in the Tsangpa, the Drupakaju master said, for this way, the masters advised for the students to do the meditation meditation and samadhi. So instead of them being worried, instead of that being stressed, instead of that you becoming like a, how to say, fear of them losing something. So instead of that, we have to do our mind to calm our mind, to relax our mind. So the inner Rinpoche used to say, remember, in the meditation, we all in one. So that's why in the meditation, we can connect it, interconnect it. It is more powerful than saying the mantra. It is more powerful than reciting the text because within the meditation that we meet our mind. So that the nature of the mind, the calmness mind has not many of them. So it's same like same nature. So that's why the master from that term Drupakaju master Tsangpa Gyare, Gotsangpa, both of texts saying, so they used to give the students to meditate on that. So that is the one thing I think the reason of the Rinpoche, because he's concerned about us still, even his own health not very good maybe, but he's still worried because of us, that his students are worried. They are now having stress. They are now having the, how to say, fear. And so that's why he is thinking more us than himself. You understand me? So that is the greatest masters, the bodhisattvas, doing that. So this purpose, Rinpoche asks we to do the meditation. So the meditation power will collect the inner peace and inner power to interconnect it. So that really helps. If you remember, the Jigten Songgon also used to say, "Kontingsin la karsa cherenga nyezen koyo, kontingsin la junche meba na." So when you continue samadhi meditate, so this is the greatest offering we can do. And that is the greatest ritual, for example, we're doing now. The best ritual is the meditation interconnected with the master's mind in your mind. So through this reason, this is Eminence Garchen Rinpoche's advising, giving that recommended to do the meditation. So today I was also thinking that Rinpoche didn't say meditate on Mahamudra and meditate on Dzogchen or something like that, very fundamental. So I was thinking he know who we are, what we are. I think many our students, of course, think I'm good for the Dzogchen. I'm good for the three verses of Drubpon Dorje. I heard many times. I'm good from the Mahamudra. May we think, yes, me too. I think I'm quite okay. But you see today that the Rinpoche's, how to say, the advice, which that request is the very fundamental, the very beginning, understand? So that is the really need to understand that the teaching from Lord Jigten Sumgong. The teaching from Lord Jigten Sumgong said, "Shenji misapanan dersa," and remember that which is the other people thinking not so profound. For me, this is the most meaningful, the profound. So that is the teaching that was Rinpoche is giving us now. It's not that we doing not for the Rinpoche, we're doing for us that we become more, our mind calm, peaceful, for that interconnected. So this is the reason really helps lots for the masters. When the master feels my students are now calm, my students are now not worried too much, my students having not much stress, my students are now peaceful, and that helps Lama. That helps Lama more than we sending the, of course it's good we send 100,000 mantras on etc., but that is more helpful. So that's why the advice why Rinpoche has given that. So this is the very important to each everyone knows that, okay? Beginning. Then the four application of meditation, the four foundation of mindfulness is the very famous. Yes, it's very famous, means very well known from the Theravada tradition where I'm living now here in Thailand. It is the Pali tradition, is the core practice. The core practice, the fundamental practice. Now people used to say Vipassana meditation. So there is no almost shamatha meditation. They directly go into the Vipassana meditation. So if you understand the Tibetan word Shine and Lakdong, the Shine, which means the pacifying all the mental the concept, thoughts, and that is the shamatha meditation. Lakdong is the meditation which is called the Vipassana meditation. So the both of them, Mahayana tradition and Theravada tradition both do. But I think even here the Theravada tradition more focus on that than we do, understand? So that's why for them it's very important. So anyway, so this is the Rinpoche was telling is the second meditation. So the second meditation, which means the Lakdong meditation, the Vipassana meditation, it is the meditation of analytical meditation, not the specifying this single point meditation. It is the Lakdong. The four application meditation belong to the analytical, or you can say the investigation meditation. Okay, Lakdong. So this we need to know that. Now the four of them has Lord Buddha has talked many times. Lord Buddha has given that for the first meditation, the first teaching Lord Buddha gave is the Four Noble Truth, is linked to the Four Noble Truth, with the four application of the meditation, understand? So the first one is the meditation, which is called the application or meditation, sometimes called the contemplation with the body, our physical body, the body meditation, the body contemplation, the body applications, we say. So this is linked to the first two, the noble truth, the truth of the suffering. So the truth of suffering, we meditate on that. So that is directly linked to that, because this is the result. The physical body is the result. It has pain, it's getting older, it's getting changing, it does lots of things. So that's why it has four characters, we say. Four characters means it is firstly empty. It is firstly it's impermanent. It's impermanent, it changes, continue, understand? So we have to meditate on that, impermanent, changing continuously, but it doesn't mean something bad. So the first one is the Amitabha. So the physical body, what we have now, it is the right from the beginning, it changes continuously, day to day, every moment, every second, every millisecond, it changes. So it is the first character for the suffering of the truth. It is the body application meditation, or you can say the mindfulness of the body, physical body, is the Mahayana tradition. Understand? We need to know that. From this way here, we need to know it's impermanent. So impermanent is the first we have to understand. There's four concepts. The first concept is the Tapa Mitapa, Tibet said. That means the first is it is not permanent, it is impermanent. It's changing continuously. It keeps going on changing. So we have to do this combination, the meditation, the first, the noble truth is the result. It is the result, it is the changing, it is the impermanent. So that's the first meditation we have to do. Then secondly, metta dungal means is suffering, right? First, the impermanent, the nature of the impermanent gives you suffer, each, everyone. I think if some of may be happy, getting old, getting sick, getting changed, losing hair, something coming. Some people happy, maybe yes, I don't know who is happy, but most people suffer for that little bit. So that's why metta dungal. Metta means the impermanent. Dungal means the suffering. It gives you suffer. Understand? So we meditate for that to overcome that. Overcome that. So it is called Tata. Metta means the impermanent changes. So you can accept that. It is nature, it is causality, it is not new. Understand? So this kind of thinking is very important. Metta Tunga. Tongba means that it's natural empty. Physical body and its suffering, both of them, the nature is the emptiness. It does exist, it does not exist inherently. So when you meditate on that, you feel better. You feel it's naturally empty. Why should I worry? Actually, it does not exist. Actually, it does not change anything. In the empty, there's nothing can change. In the empty, there's nothing can suffer. Understand? So we have to do without tong pa means the emptiness. We meditate for that. So four characters. First, the meditation of the application of the body meditation. We have to do that. It's very necessary, very important to remember for that. So Tibetan is called Temba Nyewara Shakpa. Temba means remember. Temba means recalling. Nyewara Shakpa means meditate on that. So that's why it's called Temba Nyewara Shakpa. So that's why and finally is the third character, the fourth character is the fourth aspect is the selflessness. My body, my hair, my, or we say, so it does not really have the I in my, right? So these four characters, if you understand, this is the Mahayana way to meditate. We don't do the system of the Theravada tradition. It's even different going that. Everything detail from the body. But it began with a breathing meditation. Of course, you feel you breathe out, you breathe in, coming the breathing from even the nostrils coming in, you feel the sensation, and you exhale, you feel that your physical body be aware, your physical body accept, knowing that, not only from the mind, that the physical body itself. So that's why these four characters to do. So that's why the first meditation is the application, meditation, mindfulness, the body. We have to do these three of them. So from there, we overcome from the fear of the emptiness, fear of the impermanent. So fear of the impermanent, we overcome. We not fear. Also, the master will be passed away. The master will live with us forever. So now our fear is not good. Our fear effect even the whole tire of the lineage of the master sometimes. So the fear of the death, the Mara of the death, we say, remember? So that overcome from that once you knowing that impermanent, the suffering, the nature is the emptiness and selflessness. So once we knowing that, so it's the first application, the first meditation. Try that. Now on, if we want or not, we have to meditate for that, because we don't do that. We love mantra reciting. We love some other meditations, but this meditation is a little bit difficult, maybe some people, but that is really bring you the very fundamental spot, very fundamental point. So that's why this is the first one important. So here, the four misconception means the first conception, the misconcept is the cleaning or not cleaning. You know, this is cleaning or not in our body, what is eatable or not, what is dirty or not, is zangwa, mizangwa, understand? So we have to overcome for this concept. So that is through this meditating. So you understand the first body meditation related to the first noble truth, the truth of suffering, and related to the first concept, misconcept, that we think this is clean, this is not clean, this is dirty, and this is so clean. So that's kind of the zangwa, mizangwa. So actually, we have so much attachment to our physical body, which is not really clean, which is which is not really even eatable, you know. But we cherish lots. We take care very much. That's not the problem. But we have to have knowing that. We have to knowing that release the attachment. It is not the best best substance inside here. So that is called the overcome from this concept, very concept that we having the clean or not clean. Zangwa, mitsang. Understand? So this is the, until this concept not overcome, we have to meditate on that. So we not learn that. It is not easy, I know. We learn that from beginning the Shine meditation. I get a lot, normally it's a little boring, I found. Oh, very nice to do the Mahamudra, very nice to do the Tummo something. But that will be really fundamental. That is very important for the meditation practice. So at least to doing the impermanent meditation of changing of the body. So overcome from the first concept, clean or not clean, understand? So that is the very important for the meditation. So to think of that, suffering and the concept of the clean or not clean, we have to overcome that during this meditation. But if you do that, so you will get the result is the overcome from the fear, overcome from the attachment of this lifetime. You remember the Sajjaba tradition say, Chendela shena chowa min. So Sajjaba say, if you have attached this very lifetime, you are not Dharma practitioner. They even clearly said, so that means, so how to do that? So this meditation helps. So this, I think the Rinpoche wish to do, that we overcome such concept, such worry, such fear, understand? So this is the very important point. Think about that, the four application of Four Foundation Mindfulness. So this one, Tibetan is called Temba Nyewar Shapa. Temba, remember the impermanent, remember the suffering, remember the emptiness, remember the selflessness. To remain your mind, meditate on that, Nyewar Shapa means. So think that the second one is the physical body aggregate, the form aggregate, what we have now, the rupa skanda, is the clean or not clean, right? We have this concept. So overcome for that. So that way you release the attachment of the thinking of that. So this would be very good to meditate. Just to think that impermanent changings, everything. So this is the first one, the application or meditation, or where you use mindfulness, but Tibetan is called Temba Nyewar Shapa. Very nice word. Temba means you remember, you recall it. You need to remember that and to remain your mind within that. So that Nyewar Shapa, meditate on that. First, you need to ten. Tenba means first you need to remember, you need to recall, and then meditate. Without that, we cannot just meditate. So the word need to remember here is that, that as I said, at least the first concept, the body overcome from the clean or not clean. Its body has something that important or not. Something is that really useful or not, right? And that is changing the impermanent. It gives you suffering. So it gives these changes. So that's why impermanent, meditation impermanent, and concept of overcome from the clean or not clean, and this kind of concept, it is attachment actually. So physical skandha. So that we need to meditate on that. When we don't meditate on that, so we not overcome that. It's very, very important. Second thing is the cause of this problem. Cause of that problem, suffering, impermanent, changes impermanent, and all the cause is the come from our mental feeling. So second is the feeling, the meditation of the application of the feeling meditation, or you can say mindfulness of the feeling, the contemplation of the feeling. So how many feelings do we have, right? Many of you know the feeling, we have only three: pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. That's it. Sorwa, Dedu, Tangyom. Sorwa Tibet called Dewa, Dungal, Tangyom. There's no more. Either is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. So three we only have. So the meditate all kind of the sufferings, fears. Now we worry. Where it's come from? It's coming through the feeling. Worry is unpleasant. Sad is unpleasant. Depression is unpleasant, right? So this kind of mind. So that is the cause of that problem affected our body. So affected with our healthy. So that's why it's called the cause of the truth of suffering. The origin of the truth of suffering is related with the second meditation, the feeling. It's the cause problems. So that is the main Gyudang Kunjung Rabje is it is the cause. It is the which rabbining, which is increasing the problems from because of the feeling, stronger and stronger and stronger. Desire on desire, everything comes with the feeling. So we have to meditate for that, the feeling here, how to overcome. Tehedang Dunga Tibet say, the pleasant, unpleasant. Naturally pleasant, not existent, and unpleasant also not existent inherently. So it's only our mental concept. So overcome that, we need to do the meditation of the overcome for that. So this is this is the condition, it is the cause, it is the rubbinings like increasing, gyudang, gunchung, rabje, gain, and it is the finally the result give you that. So that's the result is what we get the suffer in changing impermanent, all of this. So we overcome from to the concept which called the pleasant, unpleasant. Understand? Through the meditation, only can do that. So this is the nowadays very famous with the feeling meditation, the sensation meditation with practice. Lots of people get, now I think Rinpoche knows that. I mean, so many people love Rinpoche. So I have even some students get depressed. Really, really, honestly, a few days, they write, Drubpon, I'm depressed because Rinpoche is sick, I'm depressed. So people get that. So this feeling very small. Our feeling is it cannot expand how to understand. So he wished that you learn, overcome from this depression, overcome from the suffering. If we suffer, how the master can be healthy? So we have to come over for that. So the mentally, the feeling here. So this is the very important. So we have to know it is related with the second noble truth, the truth which is called the origin of truth of suffering. It has the aspect what we need to overcome. The misconcept is that which calls the pleasant, unpleasant. Deva and dungal. That means so the deva and dunga. This we have to overcome from that. This is the why Jigten Songgon says so profound. If you are overcome from that, you are already Mahamudra master. That is the Mahamudra, right? There's nothing to do with the Mahamudra. If you overcome from the true feelings, the pleasant, unpleasant, overcome that. So that's why it's very important to meditate, to learn, to practice for that, to understand. So I just tell you that the meaning of our system from the teaching from the fivefold Mahamudra of the how to say the words of Dhammakiti. The words of Dhammakiti is Mahamudra part. So there is the explanation like that. So you think about that. How can come that? So you need to know that the Four Foundations of Mindfulness does not mean we sit and meditate only. That it need to be first know, then meditate. So denba nyawar shakba. Denba means first you knowing it. First you knowing it, remember it, then meditate. So now we need to meditate. For that, first knowing that what does means the feeling meditation. What does means the application of the feeling meditation? What does mean the mindfulness of the feeling? What does mean the mindfulness of the contemplation of the feeling? What does mean that? So then we understand. So we can meditate on that. Everybody need to do that meditation now. Remember in the message from the Rinpoche, discuss it and learn it and meditate it. He said that, right? He didn't say only meditate. Discuss each other, make clear it, and meditate. So what I'm trying to tell that is the second meditation, the mindfulness. We say application. Application means you apply it, contemplate it. Understand? You apply that meditation. Application means here you apply that meditation. You're not just only knowing. You apply that meditation is very, very important. So now when we see that the true, the first one and the true truth we have seen, now this is the really can overcome, is doable or not. It is possible that we can do not as it comes to the third application or third, the mindfulness meditation is the mind. So in the sutra, and also from the Abhidharma, explained lots about the mind. There is six consciousness, there is eight consciousness, there is different consciousness, whatever explained. But in the Mahamudra tradition, the lineage here, Jigten Songgon's explanation here is the main mind, the sixth mind. The other the five consciousnesses forget about, right? It doesn't matter. But the sixth consciousness, the main mind, is the most important. So that's why. So this mind, if we can meditate on that, if we can calm down that, so it is possible to overcome the first, as I said, impermanent, suffering nature. The second one, we said that the feeling of the, how to say, happy or not happy, and pleasant, unpleasant, how to overcome is within your mind. So that way, it is directly related to the Gokpa, the third noble truth, Gokpa Shiva Janamba. if your mind is become peaceful, all other things are not disturbing you. No, it's free. So Shiva means peaceful. Gopa, Kya number means your mind is become, calm, overcome from the all concept. So when you become clear, so there is no any disturbingness. So that is the very important. So when your mind ceased all the negative emotions, worry, fear, anxiety, now we are so much in the stress, all this calm, it helps. Buddha told Shariputra, Buddha said to his student, if you are worried about that, it really affect further to me even. So your mind calm is help to my mind calm, peaceful. Understand? So we learn peaceful mind now. The third meditation is how to learn peaceful mind. How to learn their mind overcome from the worried, clear mind. So that's why it's very important. It's related to the third noble truth, cessation, ceased. So our fear now, it can be ceased. Our worry now, it can be ceased. Even though we have some samaya problems, it can be ceased when we learn about our mind, how to train our mind, how to calm our mind. Understand? So that is the third application. But we have to apply it. We have to meditate on that. You see from the Theravada in Sutayana, sometimes the mind meditation means its mind has form or not. Its mind is outside or inside. Its mind has color or not. This kind of meditation, we don't need to do that because we are already advanced. we received Mahamudra teaching already, I think. So we have to focus that mind, our mind, to overcome from all this concept. We do not stop thinking. You see, Dharmakirti said, Dharmakirti said, if you stop it, it's like frozen lake. It's like frozen lake. So it's not good, he said. Let's come, but not follow. Let's come, it's go, that we not it's not bothering you anymore. So that's what Dharmakirti said. Means our Dharmakirti, Drikung Dharmakirti said, if you stop that, denying the concept, it's become like frozen lake. Your mind is like frozen. So that is not the Shine. Dharmakirti said, let's come. Everything comes, but go it through. So we have to land it. So I think really this message when I hear what I was thinking, we haven't trained that much with the meditation. We might good with the reciting, Amitabha, Vajakalaya, Vajavarahi, Chakrasambhara, maybe. We know Hung and Palm, all these things, but we are not very much applicating with the mind, understand? Applying the mind. So Rinpoche knows that. I'm very sure Rinpoche will stay long. I'm very sure. So this meditation he gave, it has a reason. So now we should not be worried. We should do what he's saying. We should do. If we don't do, it's our problem. We too much worry does not help. That's just that we can see it. So that's why the third meditation, that the mind, the meditation, the application of the mind meditation, contemplation of mind, same temba never shapa. So we need to know first how, right? Then meditate. Temba never shap means meditate. Let it calm down. But before, what need to calm down? What need to meditate? So we need to know that is the mind. So the second one is the mind. So if you meditate nowadays, if you learn now after that, so not go too much detail. Not go too much detail, the the five consciousness and the six consciousness and the Kunshi Tibet called the basis mind, all these things in the text has. I learned that. I have the small book. I wrote the small book, the Four Foundations of Mindfulness. Many students read that. But they also said it's too complicated because we did it traditional way, put lots of things. So one of the Dharmakiti used to say, Drikung Dharmakiti, don't put too much salt in it. Don't put too much spicy. It just leave its nature. So we Tibetan lamas, we love to put more. So that way it's become big, but sometimes you lost it. So you have to know how to do that. So that way, the start meditation. Try, have to meditate on that. It's very important. I just give today information. We do after short meditation, but main thing is you need to know what does mean that, as I explained now, right? So the last one, the fourth application or the fourth meditation is the Dharma. So here, Dharma does not mean the Dharma, the supreme Dharma. It means all the phenomena. So this is the last part, the last truth. Now how can do? So how to do it? You know it, how to do, what implement, how can we implement, how can we utilize. So that is the last one is the Tibet in the Four Noble Truth is called Truth of Path. The Truth of Path coming, the right from the beginning Truth of Path, if you really started Buddhism traditional way, the right from the beginning, the Truth of Path, what start? Is the Four Foundations of Mindfulness. So it goes on until 37 enlightenment dharmas. There's 37 enlightenment dharmas of the bodhicitta practice. Enlightenment practice is the beginning, right from beginning, before the four samadhi legs, before all the things, even before the three trainings, the samadhi, samadhi, shila, and jhana, before that, it starts with the Four Foundations of Mind, that beginning. That is right from beginning. Every text you can see all this 37 enlightenment aspect. The first one, four, is not the four immeasurable even, not the Four Noble Truths saying, it's the Four Foundations of Mindfulness, because it's foundation. It is the foundation. It is really foundation. But in Tibet, say, you know it and you meditate on that. So the last one is all the phenomena, we say that, right? So Lamrim Tupa Nginchiwo. So it have to learn final thing, what you have to know is here is not exist. The I in my ego. So we have to come from that grasping. Ego grasping, Dangjin. Tibet called is dak zin. Dak means I and my or ego. You use sometimes person. So the person is the ego I, and the phenomena is the ego for the phenomena. So dharma we call chugi dharma. So these two overcome, right? So there until there is problem. So we have attached. You remember, we have not only devotion to the Rinpoche. Some of us, we have attachment. We love, yes, okay, that's good. We have devotion, that's good, but we attach. So Asanga said, Jala Sopa Chapata. Remember Asanga's teaching? Arya Asanga's teaching, Jala Sopa Chapata. The tiny attachment cause problem, even is to your Lama, even to your Buddha, even towards your Dharma. So we should not have attachment. It become obstacle. It's very difficult, right? I understand where Gamboba said, Dobata Debala Norsayo. Jamming to the Chapala, Gamboba said, it is attachment or it is devotion. We don't know. Doba Deba. Doba means attachment. Deba means the devotion. Dobata Deba Norsayo. Gamboba said, it can be very mistaken. because we don't know she or he really devotion or just attached. I want that guy stay here, just like that. Without that, my heart is empty, something like that. Understand? So that attachment, release that attachment is the fourth application. The fourth application, ego is not only yourself, it's object and subject. You the Eugene. You means the you yourself, and Eugene, you and a subject object like that. So that both need to be overcome. So we need to meditate for that. Every phenomenon is, of course, there is nothing is existing. So it's called first overcome from the impermanent. Secondly, you overcome from the like kind of the sufferings, and so attachment, and then finally that ego grasping. So, or that four concept overcome with the four application or the four foundation mindfulness. So we have to do that meditation. So now time to learn. I'm very sure it's urgent, right? Then we learn. It's like Tibetan lamas saying, until the one doctor say you are urgent, till there they don't care. Whatever you ask, you should not eat this, you should not, they don't care, they will do everything. One day go to check up and doctor say, man, you might take care, otherwise you go, then they are very, very disciplined. I've seen some of them, then they are extremely disciplined. Now we can become that. That is the best teaching. That's the best teaching Rinpoche gave. For me, I see the whole life Rinpoche gave the teachings, but the best teaching now give. Now you guys, I think now you all will do. Now you will do, you will try, really. Now you will try, because that is the final, how to say, the very important message. For not Rinpoche is going, but message for students, now test. So now we will do meditate, I think so, everybody. That's important. Until now, we think, okay. But today, you see, I was really touched, moved. The message to hear didn't say, do Savintara, do Amitabha, do that. And don't worry. The second message is Amitabha, Buddha Amitabha, and Buddha Amitabha is the same Buddha, I understand, right? But not only for him, he wished to everybody. To so many beings are dying every day, we don't care. We only care people who we know. So that's why Rinpoche give this message. So the follow the Lama's advice is most important. So we have to read the text for the Amitabha's prayer, right? We have to do that. So before doing that, so I explained now the four foundation mindfulness, very short, quite intensive, related with the Four Noble Truths, with the four misconcept, right? Four Noble Truths you heard. For misconcept is the first one, as I said, clean or not clean. So we're thinking our body, it is grasping. And second thing is the pleasant, unpleasant, understand? The next one is the permanent, impermanent, or not permanent, because our mind is impermanent. It changes, continue. Understand? It changes all the time. So, so last one is the existent or not existent. Ego not existent. It's very sure. Ego does not exist. That is the pretty much sure. So, four concept, try to overcome. Remember the Uttara Tantra text say, if you only learn that, so 6 parameter is already there. So you don't need to do extra practice for that. Say same. All the Buddha's qualities, if you learn this for meditation, everything will revealed. All the Buddha's qualities are revealed. So now Rinpoche wants some result. The Lama wants some result, really. Lama wants some result. You see, Milarepa told also, I can stay longer when I see that my student change. I can stay longer when my student has some good result. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. So many masters taught in Tibet, many masters say, if I see that my students have changed, some result come, I can stay. I see its benefit. But if I give teachings like so much, there's no much changes, no much result, so I don't see it's beneficial. Remember? So that's why now we do this message after to yesterday gave, right? So we all do the Four Noble Truth meditation. I will cancel my program here. I will train my Thai Sangha for Four Foundations of Mindfulness. They are very good. They are other tradition. They are very good for that. So I'm very happy to do that. So that's why it's very important to remember that. Understand? Please keep that in your mind and overcome for that. So this is our mentally very important practice. So now we all meditate the short, first, as I said, the meditation which overcome from the clean or not clean, we call, but it's the suffering, impermanent, and emptiness, and selflessness form, say that. So for that, we just do the meditation short today. Exhale, inhale, and you think what I explained now. So slowly, gradually, we do short meditation together. And then after we recite the Amitabha's prayer, right? Oh, I dropped. So we do only short meditation together, just to meditate what I have said now, not particular one by one. We meditate for that, Rinpoche's message, are profound. So overcome that concept. This clean, this is not clean, this is good, this is bad, overcome that. Understand? Secondly, pleasant, unpleasant, overcome for that. Third is the meditation practice here, impermanent or not impermanent, overcome that. Finally, existence or not existent, ego and phenomena. So overcome that. We meditate short together, everybody. Okay? We will say, I will beat the klang shell, how to say, singing bowl, and I will say beginning Om Hong after we meditate a little bit together. Okay? Everybody sit straight, think Rinpoche's message again, be present, wish that our Lama have long, long life. I will follow your advice. Think about your mind. Your means holy means Garchen Rinpoche. I will do my best to follow your message, your advice. You exhale, inhale. Om. Om. So Johannes or Katin have the Amitabha's prayer. Chakmé. So we do this prayer together, and this is also Rinpoche wish everyone to do that. Go down, yes. Emaho, the Emaho. Go down. Yes, yes, yes. So we read in Tibet. I think it's okay. Ma dene nyima nobje choro na chame che te mambo paro na chungse tengdo pakbe yusa na nambara tabe shinkan dewa che take chowara meke maton yang rangsen sawe yula lame sa Dena chumde jawa opa me pema rake doje sejemba. Ula zutara shavla kolo so tsensa sonye peche chachote. Chache chanye nyamja longse choko namson soshen kechonke. Pema tongden dawe ten ten do chancho shenla kuroja tenze de. Tuje jenje jane tala se yeso chanjo semba chere se kundo karwa chayon pekran zen yondo chanjo semba tujen do wawa dorjen zemba pema yon yenye japjen chaja tala so sombo reja lombo shen lange lane lamere chube ko chancho semba kelon chewa ambo kunya sendo sendan peche chogo namsum sonye sedeme moku chala nyere keme che dake kosum kowe chaza lo chogo nawa taye reke ta chaye wase leto chere se yangro chere se wa chewa cha chayo wasre leto tromande yangro troma chewa chaja je Toje wasre leto pema jo yangro uje chewa chaja je chuko waba mela chaza lo sanje jenje nyenzen tutro Semje nala tseve tatu se semje kunje yela kangchen pa namdo kangche tatu toke je semje kunje ngatu kama tse tatu manje soso nyela tse kunje oba mela chanza lo choban tse me chawa mato oba kela techen sowa tabse ko Dewa chende jewe mola cho parto chuna chindre dremba son dremba oba amela chanza lo che kuze kawa chame de nyange menda shokwa muzun shok jinjen jinjen uwe sodamna Neje nambara meba madoba sese paya loja toba Deme chewa malun dopa son desi eba mela chanza lo Tongsum chikten ramcham changme na rinchen jenga chimbe chimbe be Waba mebe tsenda dewa chen tona debe tamo chache de Tene debe sonam chewa sum dechere waba mela chanza lo Kanche waba mebe tsendo ne kashe meba nyingo rubete Lenchik tsamye deba jewa na dene chancho lamla cherbe Wamba waba mela chanza lo sanje waba mebe tsendo ne Dene Chancho Ningbo Mato Ba Pume Meje Regne Sambo Chera Gunda Zeren Namdam Jaro Deje Oba Mela Chaza Lo Take Luda Longjo Geta Che Ngoswan Jarwe Choba Cheche Ye zhuo zha xian zai da ren qian duan de ne zhe be tong suan qi ten ye ling xie re ra nian da qi wa ye la le mi ye long zhou tam jie gong lo ye lang de wo pa me lang bo da la ben zhe tu jie dou jie xie pa ma to zhang da song zhu gong ye dou ba me be du ne dan da bo so je ma je len da me zang jiu le je me ge song bo to lo xia chun da zhang ma zai zong a ya be nga ge me ge xi wo to lo xia no san lo ba da wa de ye je me ge song bo to lo xia pa ma lo bong zha chum se ba da jia we gu la nge san ye wa ce me nga ye le sa do lo cha ke long ke zhe se da zu ma ba ko so cho den la wan xie gua zo nie wa ce me de chen do lo xia quan cho la song ra de song so pan ye ce zo na so la so ba cho ban le nge sa ba do lo xia kam sum sem je se le de je be Chancho semba namla kurwa ta me tekche saba tolo sha kewe penyon tekpe nyeme ta nyave donga tse tse la so toja me den she to yin be tse me ngale to be lengen ba tar me lengen saba tolo sha pamba she ta lama choson ba pang dong so ya nye che to zen ma so tra zu zhen chao wa to lo xiao na po chu xie dong wa nga nga jie chang sen la ba nyam ba to lo xiao za dong chu xie yan lang bang bo jie sang a dang zhe nyam ba to lo xiao dong ba ma xiu me ge le chen be me zang chu dang chang dong la so rang xian ka na ma do te kwa te ke ma xian to lo xia gyab da an gu ro la so tom na ya de ye tom ba tam ze song ma xi che we bong wa bo wa to lo xia jo ba me na xia we me da be ngar che te kwa ko de to song da ngo san che zhan jo ba chen bo xia Chenche domsen me na me da be chenche solan babja me gele tane me ge semla damja so de chen oba me be seche da je yong so da bara jinje lo shenje ge wa che wa tong be ze de la zhang do me ge sen ba ne ning ne ka we che so ye rang de so nam nyam de so ba so de chere pa pa nam da so je je ke wa kang zhu kun la ye ra ngo la me chang zhu zhou de sem ye zhou do jia xian zhe la ye ra ngo me ge zhu wa pang pe ke wa zhu xian jie so jiao jin ba dong ba song xian den ba ra ma wa Kombaran dunda jenda trabo me tondan dembe tamcho topa chang chamdan ningche komshin chola chong yewa dinga gunla yerang chochun jegde ramcham tamche tong chosan jene ringpo matomba tetam namla choje kono ne jachen yodo korwa take我是土家等到前班做上街将身天真给我是两眼到我心个得到了两眼面的就把说话你做大概都是给我拿着我身边滚节同着我滚家拉面讲究牛到呢刚送过我从呢出去了这也给我到了牛真的的嘛，就我就这些，那面浪做见别路到的，老家人这面也尴尬的。 Dundra Zawa Mejan Tamjo Musambe Tongo Chonde Yendo Tendan Rola Bendo Jashinji Melu Dondan Demba Drobara Jo Dadan Dalan Redokon Dene Tsebon Germanda Treve Sanje Oba Me Kelon Kende Korje Dende Ngosan Jambara Cho Teton Yega Nawaji Shive Tungal Mebara Cho Chancho Semba Cheche Chudra Dobje Namga Cho Dewa Chendan Chowa Yin Lamdon Lamna Dremba Cho Ngenson Tunga Sola Lame Deje Meda Ju Tela Chaksen Kewa Cho Towa Mene Tanda Ba Korwa Dena Yure Dela Jawa Jawara Jo Mene Mere Jejo Jan Keka Nache Changme Nyon Dunge Nyingma Parche Meda Laye Dejin De Todan Deve Sejen De Dopa Puzam Mebara Jo Nindu Senro Tundro Meda Juma Melam Shen Chachin Puzam Meba Jo Sacha Yuri Kanjem Na Melama Yuje Kanjem Dembara Mandro Jevara Cho Tame Korwa Chazone Nyechen Zone Tarwa Shen Dewa Chinje Shingamsa Chede Me Bandro Vara Cho Chaje Chungwa Kunjene Chako Nine Tarwa Shen Nobje Choje Namga Jigte Kamne Chame Pa Keche Yula Dojene Dewa Chindu Jevara Cho Deru Sanje Wabane Wasan Shukpe Shadone Triwa Tamche Tabara Sho Kene Shie Chojurobe Mendo Peme Nyingbo Sude Jewa Lembara Sho Keche Nyingla Lezone Tsembe Tembe Ludo Sho Mije Tobe Tezone Lotanga Je Parta De Nandre Teje Nonjone Sanje Sone Tona Ya Mendo Kane Meje Sanje Shanja Chive Gyo Tendra Tala Menchon Sho Yema Tatu Mendo Je Wapa Mebe Chadon Sho Sonam Taptan Tsuru Je Lape Tene Chobe Chen Sami Jeba Chonche Ne Sanje Korche Chobara Sho Deze Dejen Shekwa De Chaye Kyonen Kola Sho Chanchu Longten Tobara Sho Sartan Jajen Chodon Rangye Menchen Dovara Sho Chere Sekta Tuchen Do Jase Towa Namyin Ye Chinje Labjen Cheson Nyere Shindu Choju Yen Sangye Chansen Pame Ba Papa Meba Choba Dan Shindre Tachere Chombe Teta Kunla Nyingro Je Choje Tuse Toba Sho Sutru Toba Meba Yen Ngonge Shindan Dere Lerab Zotan Topo Ko Ngato Teta Namsonda Mejo Rinchen Tongyo Cho Namna Lazo Sangye Wanda Jela Domba Shu Choba Tuma Chojene Komo Dewa Chinin De Gazi Meba Lebara Shu Pocha Lada Chaklo Chen Ngayawa Linda Uyen Yu Chuku Shinkam Chiwa Ya Chenre Sedan Choma Chator Pinchung Chiwa Ya Jajin Choba Jazo Cho Wanda Tangwa Sawo Shu Nyordu Rane Tenshin Towa Mebara Chimbara Sho Shuji Nindo Chalo So Laye Meke Sawa Tong Songjaba Chinje Lamche Chide Shingdare Chewa Sho Kasan Deye Kawe Yu Dewa Chinje Shachi De Kawa Chame Chewa Nada Zimbara Shom Chendu Nindo Mombe Pa Kasan Deye Sangye Nan Jikden Dena Namchong Sutra Tabje Derone Sangye Choche Tamcho Nye Laryang Deshin Shingang So Toba Meba Drowa Sangye Chewa Chache Jedun Cha Jechu Tsache Sangye Shingang Je Yonten Kopa Ye Chekto Ne Shingang Kunle Jeba Lana Dewachen de Jinde Dewa Shore Saye Kono Lam Yang
fucking slide out of my nose.
Nena Nejin Tena Bache Den Chao Yang Wei Xing Tere Dewa Shore Jin Toma Letro Saye Ko Loma Tarsap Divu Rinjin Jin Tuwa Chazo Kenye Sabdan Yachin Chuye Tranam Jo Water Chimbo Singre Kewa Nila de Tishan to the Truye Chimbo Renchen Natun Timke Pakuru Go Mendo Pama Tishan Jiwonde Pema was a powder Neba was a Tela Trive Sanje Yatsen Chimbo Singre Kewa Cho Mikom Jetang So Trametra Yomo Donga Dosam Netan the Jatang Owan Tabzo Lazo Donga Damje Singre Toma Nyo Dewa Chimbo Singre Kewa Me Meching Ane Kewa Me Kunja Mendo Peme Bone Tamje Kula Jeme Sargendo Ula Todra Laso Tsembege Woshi Ngata Chenga Kula Nga Yonde Pame Singre Kewa Rancha Renchen Nazo Ga Chendo Nonja Yela Chemba Cha Sotruk Meko Kondo Sunje Ndo Nga Yo Mechen Taten Tsemba Kando Chochen Lakpe Tene Chon Tamche Lame Techen Chola Cho Teki Kunchong Singtre Chewa Cho Chechen Boje Mendo Chachen Shengda Chola Bema Tamche Le Yedu Ongwe Sutra Chero Longcho Chobe Chembom Tatu Cho Pame Mejan Chewe Lamos Chobe Lama Tama Tatu Cho Dokuran Doze Rinchen Shayeka Nyawaran Doze Rinchen Chesan De Tasawa Dume Malden Gedan Chadang Chushin Chola Ramo So Tobaran Doze Nyimbe Chocha Cho Mendo Zena Nave Chame Cho Doze Zimbo Cholong Tenang Chochang Kanto Tela Tetra Chum Yeshe Chobe Shingtre Jewa Sho Shingtre Zobe Sanje Oba Me Kawa Chame Nyange Mendach Dise Deye Shamchen Jewa Sho Namshe Oba Me De Tewara She Kawa Ganga Longda Chema Nye Nije Parto Temba Neve Yatsap Chenre Sekta Metra Shen Deye Yola Tamchon Tembara Sho Sola Tamcho Nube Torang La Chenre Sekta Ngombara Sanje Sanje Wasere Kune Papa Ye Palsi Jawa Shechan Jirwe Shada Chochen Tamcho Nyawara Sho Dise Kawa Chewa Tate Bomdra Dojo Zoro Shukwe Se Tatu Shamden Yengoro Chewa Tang Jire Zonye Tamcho Zembara Sho Nyangen Dana Diye Temba Kawa Tongkiro Chokdang Chewa Chang Bomdra Sonan Tese Chonche Chen Techen Doda Tatu Metra Sho Tene Techen Dode Sanje Techen Shekwa Rabde Temba Yen Yonden Darwa Tsekwe Jawo Gutse Temba Chenre Sekdanya Sanje Teye Tatu Shamchen Chopa Chochen Damchon Zembara Cho Tene Take Tsende Bima Shinkam Diam Dabe Shenshin De Lame Tsobe Sanje Topara Zosan Jene Ringbo Mato Ba Tsendo Tsamjen Choku Menchen Cho Chua Changmen Chowa Temba Cho Beme Londron Choton Pame Tishin Shikpe Tsendang Sonam Dan Yongden Yishe Tsenche Tseme Pa Shuku Nawa Taye Oba Me Tsedang Yishe Pame Chamden Kanshe Jenjen Tsenzen Sunzen Pa Ngonjen Teje Name Mato Pa Mechu Tutso Noche Simbun Son Jikwa Kunle Kyopa Teves Tane Jeje Tsenzen Chaza Wan Jikdang Tunga Kunle Kyabdo So Trashi Posum Tsobe Chinje Lo Sanje Kusong Nive Chela Chunye Minjura Tembe Chela Dan Kentum Meche Deve Chela Chetarang Manshin Molam, Barajo, Gonjo, Sonla, Chanza, Lo, Teata, Penzan, Awan Boda, Nayeso, Gonjo, Sonla, Chanza, Lo, Namo, Munza, Shereya, Namo, Sushere, Namo, Odama, Shere, Ema ho ngozara sanje nangwa taye da ye so jawa to je chenpo ta yonde senpa te chen tona la sanje chansen pa me korje kong deje ngozara pa de me pa yin dewa chen che cheve chen kande 다신 된내 제본 열마다 제와 신제 발마 조바 내르제네 당세 샤동 촌데게 타게 몰라 타바예 초주 상제 장선 담제제 갱면 조바라 진제 랍드소 대야다 벤전제야 아완 보다나예소 Garchen Rinpoche, long life prayer you have. Pabe yuna araya dewache dongan chosun garaje reso Jeden gombo to se chonden pa den garajen gute kayara nye de ja den nya chen ne gande Tuda taraje dawo shoge Reng me tembe kroche da kreshe tembe nima garaje